Hi everyone, my name is Matthew. I'm a Senior Portfolio Manager at Vintage Acquisitions. Today on the Thursday afternoon we've got one of my wonderful clients, Tamara, aka Tam, in the bar. She's been here before, but we're having a dram or two this afternoon, and it's nice to see you here.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, we haven't seen each other for a little while,
Yeah,
couple of months. But yeah, I just wanted to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
And just understand, when you sort of looked into whiskey cask investment, maybe to diversify, I think that was sort of one of the main reasons why you wanted to come into it.
Yeah.
And obviously very tax efficient.
Yes.
But with a lot of people that are brand new to whiskey, right? There's skepticism, and there's like, you know, is this company real? Is this a scam? You know, and unfortunately, cask whiskey has to be stored in a bonded warehouse.
Yeah.
In Scotland.
Not in my living room.
It can't be stored in your living room. It can't be stored in any garages, I'm afraid. So that bit of the unknown of where is my cask always goes through people's head. And I was the same, because I completely understand that. You know, looking at this for the first time when I first came into this, you know, about 5.5 years ago now. But what was it that really got you sort of, you you talked to me, you was working in Brunei at the time, and it cost me a fortune phoning you.
For 45 minutes,
I remember that, looking at my phone bill. But what was it that...
I had a lot of questions.
Yeah, no, and I'm glad we covered them, but what was it that you know, I explained to you the process and all about vintage, etc.
Yes.
But, you know, what gave you that feeling? Because when you sort of, you know, you get a gut feeling with people and you know, just tell me about that experience.
Yeah, so based on that phone call, that 45 minutes beauty, I was still looking for an option to basically just be tax efficient. And again, my reasons for that was pension. So I wanted to invest in something, I wasn't quite sure at the time it was going to be whiskey, in something that was going to be lucrative and safe.
What else were you thinking about at the time? What else came into your mind for like long-term pension sort of building?
Money.
Yeah, money, but I mean, you know, there's lots of things that you could have invested in.
True. No, it was the capital gains free tax element. That was the big draw. So I became quite upset and angry with tax in general. I'd never felt this emotion before.
Right.
So I was looking at options to be capital gains tax free with any investment. Obviously, there were loads of options available, as you said. But this one felt, after talking to you, and again, not having jumped at it straight away, still going with the gut feeling and allowing the process to naturally continue. So met you when I came back from Brunei. We spoke on the phone a couple more times. I think we even
You come in.
We came in, yeah.
We were sitting over there.
Yeah. So we had a bit of a chat, and then still there was no investment.
Yeah.
Still sussing you out, still sussing out the industry.
Due diligence.
Thank you, yes, I try.
Yeah.
And then when it felt right, because I'd asked and you had answered all the questions honestly, and there was no hidden agenda. And I felt like you weren't, and this company with Vintage Acquisitions, you guys weren't after my money. You wanted to give me something for the future. So it was more how you could help me as opposed to how I could help you. And that's what I trusted, and that's what I liked, and that's why I've stayed. And kind of kept going with this. So it definitely is capital gains tax free, which is something I really am looking forward to when exiting the market in 10, 12 years time, whenever we decide. And just going from there.
But we just talked about, obviously, casks have to be stored in Scotland in a bonded warehouse.
Yes.
You haven't seen what you've bought yet, right?
No.
And there must be a little tingly feeling in your heart or in your gut that, you know, when you buy something,
you want a tangible.
You want an asset that you can see, right? And you haven't seen it yet.
No.
And there must be still a little inkling of like, is this, you know, is it real, or where is it? And Campbelltown's opening really soon.
Yes.
And your casks are at a bond, which is going to be one of the first that we transport all of our clients' casks that are in that particular bond over to Campbelltown. So that must be something that reassures you and gives you a bit more peace of mind as well, knowing that you're going to actually see what you own.
Yeah, massively. And one of the first conversations that we had, you had mentioned this. This.
It's been a long
warehouse.
time getting
It has
getting
been a
this
long time.
bond actually
Yeah.
up and running. Yeah.
But that's again what stood out between you guys and a different company, and that's another reason why I felt safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you can't physically touch your assets, but because of the trust relationship and how I feel about you, Matthew,
Oh, thank you.
I know it's there. It's about
Yeah.
to happen. And June, July, whenever this is going to be the first wave, I'll be one of the first guys to go over and
You will be,
and meet
yeah.
my whiskey.
Meet your
my
whiskey.
maker.
Yeah, exactly, and
Yeah.
that will be a moment you're probably going to remember for a long time.
absolutely, yeah.
When
I'm very excited by that.
when you see your name on your casks and you have your your own little area
Yeah.
in the warehouse, and obviously
Stamped.
Stamped and
Put a plaque there so I can
Yeah.
pull up a chair and just sit there with a straw, man.
well, yeah, I mean, there's going to be there's going to be a tasting room in there, so the opportunity to actually take some bottles out and take a bottle away with Tamara's crest and the label on a bottle is something that we're going to do for you.
Yeah.
Right?
And equally, what's also so exciting is knowing that I can keep on going back. So I can basically age with my whiskey.
Obviously, the whiskey's going to get is going to mature as they get older.
Yep.
And all of your casks, they're single casks.
Yes. Yeah.
They're from renowned Scottish distilleries that have been producing beautiful single malt for 200 years plus.
Amazing.
And that is what I like to have in my clients' portfolios. It's it's very important that we stick to distilleries that are known in the UK, not just in the UK, but globally recognised brands. Back to Campbelltown. So
Yes.
we're going to go there.
Yep.
We're gonna book in a date. Once your casks are going to be the first actually going to be transported and enter the facility. But you're also going to get so much more than just coming to see your cars. Even if down the line we've got the software that is connected to the warehouse, so it enables you. When you've seen this software in action,
it's very impressive.
Yeah, and it shows you exactly where your casks are positioned in the warehouse.
So I can follow you.
Yeah, well, I
can see if you guys are doing anything.
You can.
Like, where's my guy?
You can
There's
order
my guy.
whatever you want and instruct the warehouse whenever you want.
Total control.
So you've got full autonomy. So
Yeah.
how does that sort of make you feel? And as someone sort of sitting in your house in your laptop, and you can actually see where your casks are and.
Very reassuring.
Yeah.
Also really excited to know what the next step is and to get to that phase and to experience it firsthand. So looking forward to all the changes, looking forward to all the progress. But nothing's going to beat actually going and sitting there.
Of course, yeah.
But I will keep my eyes peeled on my cask, and if you guys move them, then
No.
I'll know.
Yeah, they're not getting moved. And look, it's great that we can actually offer this service to clients. It's
amazing.
And have them all under one roof, where we can have little client areas of their portfolio of casks.
Yeah.
And this software actually gives you, the ability to order samples. Instruct the warehouse if you want, to find out the levels of this cask. If you're worried about the angel share or the ABV and want to know exact levels at any point, you can do that from your own computer, which is, it's a great bit of kit.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and you've seen the new racking system as well.
Oh,
What
wow.
did you think about that?
Pretty spacey actually. Like
Spacey.
Spacey, yeah. It just kind of like moves down, like one of those Japanese parking lots where you just select where your car is going to be, and it kind of moves and morphs down to you.
Yeah.
But
futuristic.
Really, really, really cool. I look forward to pushing some buttons when I. Oh, is that not my one? Oh, sorry.
Well, I think the next step really is obviously getting you to Campbelltown. We've got a plan. We know what we're doing in the future. There's no rush with whiskey portfolio building.
No.
We're quite selective.
Yeah. Which I like.
Which is good.
Yeah.
And we will wait. These casks that we want to try and add at some point are quite rare. But they will trickle through and they will come and be available. But as we know, it's all about price.
Price and timing.
Price and timing.
Yeah.
And but yeah, thank you for coming down.
Oh, thank you for having me.
I've enjoyed the chat.
Yeah,
as
same.
always. and I'll see you in Campbelltown.
See you, Campbell, if not before.
Yeah, cheers.